Hey, so I've been thinking a lot about trying to make a video, maybe just a little rant video like I see people doing. I always like to be prepared, have all my ducks in a row before I do anything, but I've been waiting to do this video for a few years now, or a video like this, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it. Ducks in a row or not. Who has their ducks in a row these days? I mean, if you believe the mainstream media, which you shouldn't, they continue to lie to us and mislead us, and they have been for years. This isn't anything new. I mean, think about how many stories that they've gotten wrong. They've got it all wrong. I mean, for years they've gotten it wrong. How much longer do we have to be lied to? I mean, in my regular life, if somebody lies to me one time, that's it. You're out. Cut you right out of my life. You're gone. Yet, we just let the politicians and we let the mainstream media continue to lie, and we just continue to believe them? What kind of person does that make us? That makes us naive. That makes us gullible. Does that make us stupid? I mean, at this point, if you're not asking a bunch of questions, if you're not questioning things, doubting things, researching things, looking for alternative sources, I just don't know what to say. I mean, at this point, we have just been misled and lied to so much. Let's just take this pandemic. One question that comes to my mind is, how many people do you know have died from this pandemic? Not how many people do you know have actually had COVID or have tested positive. How many people do you know have died from it? That is the question we should be asking. I mean, supposedly this is a pandemic. A pandemic, people should be dropping dead all around us. I don't know one person that's died from it. I personally don't know one person. I also personally don't know one person that is a confirmed case, but that's just me. Why have they just all of a sudden started reporting confirmed cases instead of deaths? That should make you wonder. Shouldn't they be reporting deaths? This is such a big pandemic. People should be dying left and right. How about this? How come they keep putting out numbers and then retracting those numbers? I mean, in Texas alone, in San Antonio, they had over 3,000 cases that they had to take off record. I mean, people, go look up these news articles. Go start researching stuff, because our news, our mainstream media, they are not reporting these things. People are dying of other things, and they're being listed as COVID deaths. Families all over are coming out and saying, my person did not die of COVID. They died of a motorcycle accident. I mean, this is not funny. People should be questioning these things. And then you should be questioning, why am I not hearing this on the mainstream media? I mean, come on, people. We need to start using our common sense. What happened to common sense? Let's talk about the masks. Do they work? Have you done your research? Are you wearing a cloth mask? A cloth mask does not work. It's actually more harmful to you. What about those masks with the little filter, the N95? Well, did you know they filter going in, but they don't filter going out? So if you're standing next to somebody who has one of those, they're just breathing COVID all over you. What about the sterilized, the disposable ones? Well, even on the box it says is not effective for stopping viruses. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking. I don't think people are thinking. They're not using their common sense. Common sense is totally gone from this world today. They are not using their critical thinking at all. If you just start using your common sense, start using your critical thinking, you will just find that things are not adding up. And you should be worried. You should be worried that things are not adding up, that we're not being told the truth. Why aren't we being told the truth? What is the agenda? What are they trying to do? Why are they using this? Is it for the election? Is it really to get Trump out? I mean, what are they doing? They don't care about us. They do not care about us. There are so many doctors that are coming out that are screaming, this is not right. What they are saying is not right. This is more, the masks were more harmful. I don't know what it's going to take. I really don't. At this point, I'm very discouraged in people, in humanity, but I haven't given up yet. I haven't given up. This is my first attempt. This is my rant. I don't know, if it reaches people, if it reaches one person, so be it. But people need to start asking more questions. You don't have to like Trump, but you need to understand the politicians that are spreading all this information. Do they have your best interest at mind? Do they? They don't. Absolutely not. You have your best interest. Only you have your best interest. And you need to start protecting yourself and protecting your family and going and doing your own research, finding alternative sources, and start questioning things. Start asking more questions and just don't blindly follow what everybody else is doing. Freedom is not free, guys. We have to fight for freedom if we want it. This is a great country. Anybody can come here and do the American dream and succeed and live a great life. If anybody is telling you any different than that, I just don't know what reality they're living in. So please do your own research. Please start using some of your common sense. Please use critical thinking, and please just look around. What is the reality? Social media is not the reality. TV is not the reality. Turn off your TV. It is toxic. It is poisonous. It is doing nothing good for you. Turn off your TV. Start talking to your neighbors. Start talking to your politicians. Hold your politicians accountable. You got to start thinking for yourself, folks. Please, please do some research.